Hello, friends. This is Tony DeSantis, space rocker of the planet Earth. Today's a beautiful day, a little cloudy out there, but I'm gonna continue with my vlog. I'm not sure if you call it BLOG or VLOG. I'm not sure. I'm on video now, but I'm not writing anything. But I want to tell you something about all this supposedly chaos that's going on around the world. And I want to relate it back to what my parents used to tell me, my uncles, my aunts, my family. And is this. They always told me that music was not going to amount to anything in my life. Boy, were they wrong. They were really wrong. Anybody that said that was really wrong. My parents actually did not say that. They encouraged me to do music, but at the same time, they said, you should try to find something else to fall back on, which is about the same thing. But in this day of social media, I know they're going to steal this phrase from me. They're going to steal it. I know they are. And it's the phrase that I'm about to tell you. It just so happens that nowadays, and since a very, very early age, playing stadiums is my hobby. Playing stadiums is my hobby. So, of course, it hasn't been my hobby throughout my life. Yes, here and there. I say, I don't play like 200 stadiums a year or anything like that. No, but I've been playing stadiums since a very early age. And of course, I wasn't the main star in the beginning because I played trumpet. So I was in the back playing my trumpet. 15 years old, 1-5, 15 years old. With tremendous stage fright, like horrified. I was back there with my trumpet, just making sure I didn't mess up a note because I was playing with high caliber musicians. To play stadiums, you have to play with high caliber musicians. So, at a very early age, I was playing stadiums. And, of course, my family saw that and they'd go like, yeah, but that's only temporary. That's your hobby. Well, I'll go again and say it again. Playing stadiums is my hobby. Well, it just so happens that I did take their advice. And of course, I learned computers and all kind of things, satellites, and how the computers communicate with satellites and a whole bunch of things. On top of the music and on top of my music career. So, what am I going with this? It's very simple. Is that you don't know what's going to happen, but if you have a burning desire to do something, you go ahead and do it. While you do other things that you don't really like or you don't really enjoy. Of course, I'm just talking about a job, J-O-B, Journey of the Broke, actually. And I didn't have one of those for too long, luckily. But throughout the years, I've been having off and on odd jobs here and there. But, like I go back to it, playing stadiums is my hobby. And of course, my friends in high school gave me the nickname of Tony DeSantis, space rocker of the planet Earth, because they saw my talent. They saw what I could do. They saw how musically talented I was. And that kind of stuck in my mind. And it took me a long time to believe it. But once things started to happen and my music started going around the world, and with social media the last 15 years, now over 80 million views on YouTube and a little bit of nibbling on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, music, my music keeps spreading all over the world. All over the world. And of course, this is what I gotta tell you. You go ahead and do whatever you want to do, or whatever you have to do to go get that job and get that money. But once you get out of that job, you do the best you can in that job so you don't get fired. And you do the best you can. But once you get out of that job, it's your time. And that's when you work on your craft, whatever it is. It doesn't matter if it's music, if it's art, if it's any kind of, inventions or whatever it is that you like doing outside of your job. You work 2 and 3 times as hard on that on your off time, and soon enough you're gonna see that your part-time will become your full-time. That's what happened to me, and it can happen to anybody, because these days playing stadiums is my hobby, and I don't need nothing else. I don't. And for all those people that told me that you have to fall back on this, fall back on that, do this and do that, partially they were right. But I think if I didn't do none of that, computers and satellites and all kind of things that I had to learn, I would have still been okay just with music. Of course, I didn't see it at the time, so I had to go with what they said. And I did. And I don't regret it, because I did learn a lot of stuff, a lot of things that actually helped me with my music, my electronic music especially, because I know how to do a lot with electronic music these days, and it's because of my computer background. So, like I said, they were partially right. But if you have a burning desire of doing something, you go ahead and do that job. But once you get out of that job, work at your craft. Do your own thing. And don't listen to anybody else. And with this one, I want to say hi to all the people around the world that follow my music and follow my videos. I know who you are, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is Tony DeSantis, space rocker of the planet Earth, still living in this beautiful planet called Earth. Today, with the message of playing stadiums is my hobby.